What's up guys, today's video is all about when you don't feel like making art, specifically taking photos or making videos. For the last couple of days I have been grabbing lifts with taxis going from here to Jeffreys Bay, from Jeffreys Bay to Mojoklon, which is near Sani Pass, which is like on the other side of the city. Like we drove for 24 hours straight at one point. The entire point of the trip was one, to have fun, and two, I thought that it would kind of like just be an opportunity to take more photos, especially abstract photos in a new environment, like by the beach and everything. So anyway, that footage is going to play off, and I have 4 points that I want to talk about in relation to when you don't feel like taking photos, when you don't feel like making videos. So we're going to be hopping back and forth between the vlog and present day me. But for now, let's go back in time. So day one of going out to Jeffreys Bay was literally so uninspiring. I didn't feel like taking any photos. I thought I was gonna take photos, and that just didn't happen. I took like a total of 5 photos or something. The light was just horrible. I didn't find the terrain inspiring. Long story short, didn't want to take any photos. We showed up at J Bay, just crashed. But the next day, we ended up staying for a whole day, which wasn't the original plan. I'm glad that happened. Are you hiding from the camera? Yeah. And we're about to go to a coffee shop, chill until it's sunset, and then I'm gonna take photos of the waves, and I'm gonna try and get really abstract and weird with it, aka I'm gonna be using my ND filter, getting some long exposures and stuff. Dogecoin was just hype. It's just like a cute face, and we're gonna be there until it gets dark. Once it gets dark, I can get like even longer exposure times, and I'm excited for that. So I'm gonna be taking you guys along for that, and that's gonna be happening right now. It's a really sucky sunset right now.
Because of the...
But it actually looks dope. I want to go take a photo of that.
Ground.
Like the blue and then the white, like it's got a clear cut line. Indeed. So, being in the house chilling was fun and all, but then as it became later, we decided to go out, grab some pizza, and then my intention was to stay out until dark. Now, the thing was, I didn't feel inspired to take photos. And that's sometimes just gonna be the case. I don't think you're always going to feel inspired to take photos. Three things that I want to talk about happened that night. 1, I couldn't wait for inspiration, because 2, the act of creation is itself what inspires you. If you are gonna wait for inspiration to take photos, you're just never gonna take photos, because taking photos is what inspires you to take photos. You just gotta like do it, and once you do it, it's good. Behind me is the sea, and I'm not taking photos of that. I'm having a lot of fun with these like lights and stuff right now. And then the third thing that happened was, it was a new environment, which obviously was very inspiring. Like being there at night, lately I've really been enjoying like darker, moody photography. So like being there at night, there was just like so many elements to play with. I absolutely loved every moment of it. I wish we could have been there for longer, but we had to get back, get everything ready, because the next day we left at like 3 a.m. for Mohoklong. At the end of the day, I'm glad I forced myself to get out and take some photos, even though I didn't feel like doing it. But at the end of the day, I'm glad I just forced myself to get out. I mean, making art isn't always going to be easy, and the more you force yourself to do it, I don't think you ever do regret it. So yeah, tomorrow we're heading to Sunny Pass, and we're gonna take some more freaking sick photos there. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Anyway, we went to Mohoklong, didn't take like any further photos. Like my camera was away the whole time. The only photo I took was this photo of a really creepy clown thing with like red eyes glowing at you. We just drove for 24 hours, showed up in Mohoklong, hit the deck. Next morning I went out and I took some photos, kind of almost just forced myself. Light was super uninspiring, but what I realized in that moment was that as I was taking photos, I had fun. I didn't get a single good photo, but I was having fun taking photos, and it kind of just reminded me that it really is the moment that counts. That moment where you're actually like painting, taking a photo, taking the video. That's the moment that counts, not necessarily the photo, the video, the painting, whatever artwork comes out of it. It's the moment where you make the art that really counts. And I had a very firm reminder of that again later in the day. It was nighttime and we were in the capital of Wasuru in Maseru, getting closer to my home at this point. And I just like was hit by like a moment of inspiration again. And I was just taking photos of the cars and stuff. And it was really fun because like when you're in the car, everything's moving so fast. Like subjects are there and gone instantly, and you have to kind of just like look around. You don't really have tons of time to like compose your shot, and you just like burst in a way. And I tried some really weird abstract stuff too, and I don't necessarily think that I got amazing photos in that photo shoot either. The light was way better than earlier in the day. I do like this one because it's like very symmetrical, but other than that, like honestly, it was just the moment. Like we were there was music playing nice and loud, and I just lost myself for, I don't know, it was close to an hour of just like bursting away, taking B-roll, taking photos, and it was awesome. Anyway guys, I hope this video was actually fun. So I hope I told a good story, which is the ultimate goal, you know. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week.